It's February. Let's do an update. How y'all doing? Welcome to another good old episode. I thought I could, sit up here and try to review another Charlie XCX song or another Brent Faiyaz song. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not feeling the best. Not feeling very well. And I thought, let's just do an update. Let's talk to y'all. Let me talk to y'all. Let me let y'all know what's going on. Updates, whatever. Thanking y'all. Future plans of what's happening on the show. It's been a while. I'd say it's been over 20 episodes since my last update. So it's been quite a bit. I've been quite busy with a lot of stuff. We had the recent J. Cole drop, which, had me so busy, and I haven't even finished the album review, which is just crazy to me. I went from, never having any, running out of music to review, to now, in the start of 2026, I have so much music to review. When the music that just came out last week goes little duel, goes to the next week, I still got album reviews that I need to work on, that I need to start putting out. So it's really never ending, and I'm kind of thankful that it's never ending, but I'm also like, holy shit, we had J. Cole. Now we got Brent Faiyaz. I even forgot. I even said it in 2025, but I straight up forgot about Charlie XCX's album too. Just so many albums coming out that I definitely will review. We will definitely get to. And that's just not even saying, what's coming up for, next. Baby Keem. Baby Keem has a Kendrick Lamar song cooking up, I'm pretty sure, on Friday. So this is the last episode before I do a little bit of we go back to do some rap stuff. I haven't done some rap stuff in a little bit. So, we got a lot more stuff coming up. And then after that, after a good old probably, Baby Keem, Brent Faiyaz, Charlie XCX, all these people in the rotation again. And then at the end, around February 27th or something like that, there's going to be a Bruno Mars album. So there's just so much content coming out, so many reviews that I'm going to be pulling out. We got a lot more content coming out. I just wanted to say thank y'all. Thank you so much for listening to this show. Recently, I added up all the numbers, for season 12. I don't really like to do it. I never like to do this part. I mean, when you got to add up hundreds of episodes, especially last season. Last season was hell to add up all the numbers, but I do love adding up all the numbers, seeing who's all, listening to the show. And man, it's just crazy to me that we've hit 11,000 plays on season 12. I always joke about, every time I start a new season, every time I start, season 13 or season 14 or 15, these new seasons, I'm always scared. I'm always like, holy shit, here we go. The grind begins again because, after so long of doing season 11, it's like, man, this show's doing fucking phenomenal. This show's doing amazing. I'm loving the support for this show, loving up all the numbers because we've built that up for a year plus. And then when you start a new year, a new season, it's like, man, all right, we got to start from square one again. And I am a little nervous, always starting square one, doing this stuff. But then, I add up the numbers on season 12 and, we already hit 4,000 plays. We already hit 5,000 plus. And then boom, I added up, not even a few days ago, and then 11,000 plays, which is just crazy to me. Thank y'all so much for listening to the show. It means a lot to me. I hope y'all have a really good night. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We're going to get back on schedule. We got Baby Keem, Kendrick Lamar coming up pretty fucking soon. I can't wait to check that out and do the... Thank y'all for all the support. We got more content coming up Thursday night, and then going forward is about to be fucking crazy, which I can't wait for. Just thank y'all so much for supporting the show. My YouTube people, my Spotify people, my Pandora people, my Amazon Music people, my fucking goddamn, anybody who is on any platform listening to this show right now. Just thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode, guys. I just want to come on here and give a little bit of a small update. Nothing crazy. Just want to thank y'all, tell y'all the upcoming plans of what we got coming for the show. And I can't wait to be back on Thursday night. I should be feeling a lot better. I should be fully back to myself, and then we'll be ready to talk about some fucking Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys.